Hello students, so today we are going to learn about 8.3 Form 3, Chapter 8.3, Ionizing Radiation and Non-ionizing Radiation. So what does it mean by radiation? Okay, let's look at this. When radiation such as radioactive radiation pass through air, produce positive and negative ion. It's also known as ionizing radiation. So radiation means like from the word radiate, like for example to radiate heat, to radiate the light means to pass through. So when it's passed through, it could be ionizing and non-ionizing. What does it mean by ionizing? Okay, ionizing means a process in which an electron is given enough energy to break from an atom. So this is called ionizing radiation. I draw the wrong arrow. It should be at here actually. Okay, ionizing means a process in which an electron is given enough energy to break from an atom. So let's look at the example. This is alpha particle. So when the alpha particle pass through, we can see there is a negative electron. So eventually this electron is given to the atom. Actually this one particle got electron but when it passed through, he give all the electron. So this is the alpha particle loses its energy. So let's look at this one. What is the meaning of non-ionizing radiation? Means that when okay, and what does it mean by non-ionizing radiation? Example means the radiation will not lose its electron. Example, ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation as shown as figure 8.9. So it won't lose its electron, it won't give away energy. So we can see, for example, we can see very low frequency. We got radio wave, infrared and microwave. Visible light, for example, means that actually it's quite safe because this is not ionizing radiation. So let's say got radio wave, I put a radio and I stand beside the area. Every day I listen to the radio. I won't die because the wave is not ionizing. It won't change the structure of me. It won't destroy me. And more dangerous is microwave and infrared. Infrared is the heat and microwave. So this one is little bit more, and then we can see the light. So the visible light is we can see that actually it is also non-ionizing radiation. So the light also is not ionizing. Why? Let me show you. They are not talking about the sunlight. They are talking about light, like this light, my light, or the phone light. This light, for example, I got blue, red, white and all the light, and this is not ionizing because I can put here. I won't get cancer, but I got cancer because of the thing, but not because of the light. Okay, just imagine this is not a phone, this is the torchlight. Okay, this is a torchlight. But when the sun come out, actually the sun give heat in the form of infrared, and the sun also give ultraviolet light, and also the sun give gamma ray. So when the sun come out, not only the sun give light, at the same time the sun is giving the gamma ray and ultraviolet light, which is not healthy, but is given same at the same time. So when you stand under the sun 12 o'clock very hot that time, you also will get ultraviolet light and gamma light, which is not healthy because it is ionizing radiation. At last, it can cause cancer. If you don't believe me, every day 12 o'clock afternoon, you stand 1 o'clock 12 until 2 and stand at there every day for 1 year, maybe you got skin cancer, for example, because we are not supposed to stand under the ionizing radiation like ultraviolet light and gamma ray and also X-ray is not healthy. So X-ray is not healthy, but people still go for X-ray. The reason is because you only do for one time only my X-ray. Not every day you do X-ray, right? So in a lifetime, maybe you do 1, 2, or 3 times, then never mind lah, because it is just the one time. But actually, it's not healthy one. That's why when you do the X-ray, the doctor will say something like this. Because it's the doctor every day need to do the X-ray machine. The doctor will say, you stand here, you stand here. Okay, then he will go far away. Then he do the X-ray. Then he will come back, something like that. Okay, because the doctor don't want to be exposed to the radiation. And also MRI also the same, right? The doctor will say something, you go here, you go here. Then the doctor will go far a bit. Then do all the computer then the scan will and so on. So this is dangerous, ionizing, right? It is dangerous when the radiation is ionizing, because we can see it's dangerous because it can give away its energy, give it away electron. So when it give away the electron, it actually can cause cancer, or it can kill the cell. For example, you can see gamma ray. So yeah, gamma ray is for example, the sun provide 3 things the sun give at the same time: visible light, ultraviolet light, infrared, and also gamma ray. So got this 4 ray, and gamma ray is very dangerous, ultraviolet is very dangerous because it's ionizing radiation, because it can ionize and kill even a cell. For example, that's why you put your 晒衣服 when you put your clothes outside, correct or not? The bacteria will die, the virus also will die. Even COVID-19 is easier to die if you just put under the sun, because the gamma ray gamma ray. I think the virus will not survive for too long as compared to room temperature. As you compare to here here got the roof, is more practical for the bacteria or the virus to live. So if you want a very cheap way to kill bacteria or virus, you might think of using the sun. Of course, you stand also in the sun will kill you, but you don't die lah. But if every day you stand, maybe will die faster lah. Yeah, so non-ionizing radiation is not that dangerous. Ionizing radiation is more dangerous. Depend on here even more dangerous. Depend on how many you can take lah. As you go here and here and here, even here is even the worst. Okay, as you go up, as you go down here is more safe. Okay, so here is more dangerous because it can change the structure, change your cell, cause cancer or mutation. Usually people will say mutation like X-Men become good, but usually you won't become X-Men, you become worse. Okay, become even worse. Suddenly no eye, no leg, something like that. More about radiation, namely alpha radiation. So we are going to study about radiation, a few radiation, ionizing radiation. We are going to study alpha radiation, beta radiation, and gamma, and also X-ray. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 types of ionizing radiation that we are going to study. Type of ionizing radiation. There are 3 types of ionizing radiation: alpha radiation, beta radiation, and gamma radiation. So why there's 3? Because let's look at the charge. Alpha radiation is positively charged, beta radiation is negatively charged, and neutral radiation is neutral. So we can see that this one you need to know. Ionizing power is high, moderate. This one will be low. This one you just need to memorize lah, okay? And then we can see that how to block it, how you want to block it. Okay, so we can use a paper to block it for alpha radiation. Beta radiation, you can use aluminium 3 mm, And lead is, you to block gamma ray, either you use lead 10 cm or 1 meter of concrete. 1 meter of concrete. You know concrete? Concrete. This one you can copy down because sometimes the question don't say lead, the question will say concrete. Concrete 是那个石头啊，那个大大个石头for example, you live in let's say this is your house, and this is 2-floor house. So there is you and there is you. So that's why when the sun comes up, there is actually gamma ray, which is actually a ray. So eventually you can block the sunlight, but it actually also shine to here. So this person actually is unhealthy one. But here is 1 meter thick of concrete. 1 meter thick of concrete is here. So if you stay at here, it is a lot safer because the gamma ray will block. That's why next time I want to buy house, I want to buy a double story house, or I want to live in a condominium, because I don't want the, even you use roof tile, there's gamma ray, and you cannot block the heat, and the gamma ray will just shine in, and it makes what, okay, why one thing is not good is making a person looks older. So if you want to become pretty, you need to take care of you and don't shine too much of gamma ray or ultraviolet light, correct or not? If you want to become pretty, so you use umbrella, correct or not? When you go to the sun, you take umbrella, and then you take care of your beauty. If you don't, you always say, never mind lah, I just go under the sun, then first the person will get sick, easily get sick. Secondly, the person will get old faster. That's why sometimes I see the school that kawat in under the hot sun. Actually, if I'm the principal I will say cannot one. You want to kawat, you need to kawat under the tree or under the roof. You cannot kawat under the sun 12 o'clock. First is make people sick. Second thing is it will cause the girls to look older faster. It's not good for the girl to look older, right? But some girls don't care one, right? I think one time can don't do too many time later later 30-40 years old you get cancer. Why you get cancer? I don't know. You still young so you don't have problem, but you faster get old and faster die but then you also don't know why you die faster. Reflected of electric field. So since beta is negatively charged, we can see here beta is where is it? Beta is negative. So if you go to a positively plate, alpha is negatively charged, positively charged, will go to negative plate. Gamma is a neutral light. Okay, deflection of magnetic field is still the same. Alpha is positively, so it will go to the south. Beta will go to the north. Assuming the north is the positively plate assuming the alpha also is the negative plate. Okay, so it will go up, and because beta is negative gamma will go straight. So you might ask, what is this? This is something that you cannot see. You cannot see it. How to see? You cannot see what? You can see the light. You can see the light. We human only can see the light here, because we are built to see the light, visible light, the rainbow, the 7 spectrum of light. Of course, maybe some animal they can see more light that we cannot see, and some animal that see lesser light that we cannot see, for example. But I believe that it depends on what animal. Some animal can see more light than human. Some animal can even see further, more far, like maybe eagle. Eagle can see very far until you can catch the mouse from very, very far away. But human, we need to use a binocular to see something that is far. And if you got the Superman eye, For example, now military they use infrared light so they can know where is the bad guy inside the house because they can. And if you got Superman, that's why I like the Superman movie, because Superman you can see through the wall. If you can see ultraviolet, this one, if you are Superman so you can see what is the person doing, because you can penetrate the thing, and you can see something that human cannot see. So I don't know how it feel, because I only can see the visible light, but how much so the thing that we learn, you feel weird because it is something that you cannot see, but it is there. We need to use something like the equipment of a laboratory to do this thing. I don't know how they do the experiment, but they found out there is this alpha, beta, and gamma ray that you cannot see, but it is there. For example, we want to use X-ray for hospital. We also want to use gamma ray. I say that why we want to learn this. Oh, here didn't say. Here got say or not? Wait, let me check. Yeah, here for example, why we want to learn this? Okay, because if you know the ray, then maybe you can do like radioactive radiation. You can do. Here also don't have it. We only can say X-ray only. X-ray is for hospital to use lah, you know lah, X-ray. And then we also have for example gamma ray. Gamma ray is to kill cancer cell. For example, you can use gamma ray to kill cancer cell. That's why when you go to hospital, if you got cancer lah, they will use the gamma ray laser to kill your cancer cell 那个不好的细胞帮你杀。But the reason when you got cancer stage 4, there's probability that you will die lah. Because when the gamma ray kill the good cell, the gamma ray also kill the bad cell. So you got cancer, usually people die at stage 4 because I cannot choose when the laser go into your body the laser cannot say okay, this is the bad cell, this is the good cell. The laser 就是杀完全部，so the laser will then all the cell will die. Okay, then because 你是一个细胞嘛，很多细胞嘛，and then the person also die because you die. But why they do this? Because at least maybe you will survive. 可能你会生活 maybe you will survive. Same like chemotherapy. When the chemo means is a medicine you drink. Actually chemotherapy means actually the term come from poison. You drink poison. Because the reason is when you got cancer, you drink the poison will kill the bad cell, but the poison also will kill the good cell, and the poison actually kill fast growing cell. That's why when you take cancer chemo, usually all the hair will become botak, because when you drink the poison, it target on the cancer, which is the fast cell, and your hair also grow fast. So later when you do chemo, the person become botak because the chemo already kill all the fast growing cell. And then if you're lucky, the person will survive. If your person is not lucky, then the person will die. So gamma ray is also used in hospital. Now got two treatment lah. Either you use chemotherapy or radiation, radiotherapy, something like that. Beta and alpha usually used in factory. So for example, now we didn't know lah, but sometimes they use alpha in terms of to get the paper. They want to find the paper, then they will use alpha particle to detect the thickness of the paper, so that so every paper you produce is the same size, this size, very very small size. But you don't know lah, but this computer do the factory do one. Okay, so they just put the laser in to check that the size of the paper is in the thickness of the paper is correct. So of course this is something that we don't see daily in our life, but it is there, used in hospital, used in factory, and also under the sun where there's gamma ray also. So this is something that we know. So of course we learn, then we know how to use lah. We want to use in hospital, we want to use in our daily life to help people. After we know, don't say I just get A ma, huh? That's why this book, this book actually, I hope that they need to improve a bit, because when we study science, we want to know that what we can apply in our life, not just like, okay, then it didn't mention how to apply in life. When you learn that, for example, I know sun got light, I don't stand under the sun. This is something we learn and we apply. Because I'm teaching the UK and Malaysia syllabus, this is the difference. Okay, sources of ionizing radiation and environment. So we have the natural one, natural cosmic ray background radiation. This is the natural one. Man-made, for example, we use for nuclear. Nuclear will produce a lot of radiation. That's why you don't, even a nuclear boom, then you didn't die, but 那个光照到你那个 nuclear 的光照到你 and you will got cancer, and then eventually you will vomit and you will die. If you see in the YouTube World War II, Japan, a lot of people die from nuclear. After they die, then got 那个光那个 nuclear 的光照到他们and after that, a lot of people also die due to the poison of radiation, and then they cause got cancer lah. Suddenly no eye, suddenly cannot walk, suddenly the baby no hand, suddenly the baby no leg. So a lot of this radiation from the nuclear accident or the nuclear test. And after World War II, I think they keep it as a secret. The US, they don't publish this in the newspaper because US 嘛，有扎人家，你要跟自己国家讲咩 so they don't tell other people. But after that, they show in the newspaper. After I think 30 years, they tell, then a lot of people complain. Then they sign an agreement saying that no more nuclear in the war. Okay, when you fight in the war, cannot use nuclear to fight already. Hopefully they listen lah. You know now Russia how many nuclear, China how many nuclear, America how many. Hopefully they don't use nuclear to fight, because I think they already make an agreement to never use the nuclear in war. Hopefully. Use a radioisotope for medical purpose. Yes, we can kill cancer cell, but also it will kill a good cell. And also background radiation, same lah. Background radiation is what do you mean by background radiation? It's like now got background radiation. Maybe from the stone or from the rock. Usually from the rock, but you cannot see because it's very low. So it's okay, because now also got radiation. It's very low, so don't worry. Maybe 100, 200, but very low lah, so it's okay. How to know? I want to buy this thing actually. I want to buy this thing. Maybe later I should go to Shopee and buy this thing. It's very fun to play this thing. Unit dose rate measurement of background radiation. So 1 SV equivalent to 1 joule of ionizing radiation absorbed by 1 kilogram of living tissue. The unit background radiation is commonly used at microsievert per hour. So when he go to the garden is 0.12. When he go to the school is 0.07. So it's not the same when you measure the Geiger, we call it the Geiger counter. But you can take this to measure more things. Maybe you might want to measure the TV. You want to measure the TV, ionizing radiation is 0.01, or you want to measure, this one is not healthy, X-ray is 5.5. So we know that because I really know my X-ray not healthy. So 5.5 is not healthy. So in the school and the garden you are still alright. It's 0. something. This one is not healthy, 5.5. This one is okay. Cosmic ray 0.3, okay. Fine chemistry is okay. Okay. Building radiation 1.5. Smoke is 50. Wow, smoke is 55. Whole smoke is not good. Yeah, smoke causes a lot of radiation. This is something new even to me. So when you got this thing, is good. if you buy lah, maybe you want to, I don't know how much I want to buy. Maybe I can use in my school. So you buy already, you can test the printer, test your TV. Microwave you got a lot. Of course, you stand far a bit, you won't detect the microwave. But if you put very near to the microwave, I think you will got a very high reading, 10 or 15 or 20. So microwave you will get very high. But of course you don't stand at the microwave, you put microwave, you do other things. That's why no people complain the microwave, because you on the microwave, you don't put your hand and stand there, right? You go and do other things, so no people care also. So you can use this thing to check. Yeah, more radiation means not good lah. Okay, a bit of the thing. The reason is hard to understand because you cannot see. Cosmic ray, again, the cause the radiation, maybe from the sun, something, but you cannot see lah, so you don't feel it. But this one actually cause the, maybe the line not good. Suddenly the line, internet line, or suddenly you call people, the line, hello. Maybe it interfere by the cosmic ray. Again, you cannot see unless you are Superman. Background radiation, like now I got background radiation. This one is the background radiation, 0.12, 0.07, because you put your handphone away, put everything away, and it still got radiation. This is called the background radiation from the earth. Okay, it's okay. Cosmic ray, natural isotope waves. If you nuclear, you go test nuclear lah. I think it will be very high. Okay, nuclear radiation. And hospital, you can use for treat cancer or X-ray. Safe background radiation. Oh, here got say less than 0.2 is safe or safe level. So we check this. So less than 0.2. This one is less than 0.2. This one is less like 0.2. So it is safe. So TV also is safe. The reason they say TV is safe because this thing, when you got the thing to measure, you need to put near or far one, because if you put near, the reading will go very high. The reason they say TV is less, maybe because he stand very far and he count. Then you say 0.01 because very little, because you stand very far. But when you put near the TV, then maybe it is very high, so you don't go near the TV. And X-ray also, that's why the doctor go far away, radio, cigarette, and so on, see how near you are to the source of the radiation. Okay, so what is not good to the exposure? What is not good when you are exposed to the radiation? I just want to go very fast because I talk a lot already. Later you all fall asleep. Very fast. Okay, we know that risk of exposure might be affected. He didn't say. It does not. He only said that human must be safe. Don't exceed it, because I already say if you got high, you will usually got poison. You might get cancer. You will die. Depend on how much lah. You get little bit, maybe you got cancer lah. You get little bit, some more, maybe you get sick. You got a lot, maybe you will die. So it depends on what. So how to keep ourselves safe? Use umbrella. Yes, use umbrella to protect yourself when you go under the sun. I'm a guy. I know I'm a guy, but I go out also, I open the umbrella. Don't say because because you are a guy, why you want to open umbrella, bro? Because there is a radiation. Okay, it is not healthy. Okay, it's not healthy. Not I scared of the sunlight. X-ray. So don't simply take X-ray. The doctor also go far away one. How many X-ray you can take per year? Television. Oh, here already mentioned 2 meter away from television. 不要这样靠近看那个电视机。不要这样靠近Who knows when the old people say sometimes it is correct, and when you don't listen, sometimes bad thing will happen if you don't listen to old people. Sometimes old people say things is correct, sometimes old people say things wrong. but mostly all people say thing is correct, so we must always learn from the wise old people. Okay, food contaminated. Yeah, do not eat food in the contain radioactive substance. This one you don't know, but in Malaysia I'm not sure. That's why nowadays people are getting more cancer compared to last time. Last time less people 是中 cancer 死嘛，现在的人是比较中 cancer. One of the thing is I think is the food. 现在的 food 啊，你不懂他们放什么在里面，你懂吗？你买出来那个滚那个菜，不懂他们 spray 什么，他们放什么 ，and then 你吃到60岁过后60岁就中 cancer。But 以前的人 last time people they don't get so much cancer because the vegetable they cook themselves, they plant themselves, they eat the chicken. The chicken is original chicken, not the KFC chicken. You 打针，给它那个 chicken 肥一点，给它肥一点。Then you a lot of things lah. So we take care of the food. Because the food is contaminated nowadays a lot. You'll be surprised. Even in Malaysia actually. But if you know science already, you be careful lah. Be careful the food that you eat. Cosmic ray is not healthy. That's why they say pilot cannot work. I think pilot one day only can fly, if I'm not mistaken 5 hours only. 5 hours from the flight because this one also down here. Is it here got say the time or not? Here didn't say the time. I forget how many hours of time. The reason is when you are at here, let's say this is the cloud. This is the cloud, this is the earth, and you walk out here, you walk here, nothing happen, because this is the sun. The sun actually, especially the cloud, block the sun, so you can play at the playground because there is no problem. But when you fly the plane, your plane is here. This is your plane. So your plane actually, this person is sitting, and the sunlight and the sun radiation is causing a lot. So actually become a pilot is not that healthy. So they actually limit the time 你不可以做超过什么We don't want the pilot to die of cancer. We want to take care of the pilot also. So they actually have the law for the pilot. What is the time duration that they can fly on the plane? And now all job also difficult. Okay. Mary and Irene Curie are the only mother and daughter to have received the Nobel Prize. Mary received 2 Nobel Prize in physics. The one that figured out radiation, Irene Curie, the daughter, received her Nobel Prize. Realizing the risk of being exposed to ionizing radiation. So you can see ionizing radiation because both of them they die of cancer due to the gamma ray. So gamma ray is not healthy. As I mentioned many times, gamma ray can cause cancer. So we need to protect ourselves. Okay. So if no question, then I will teach you until here. Then I see you next time. Okay, bye bye.